Okay, so I'm on a pretty big sugar high and caffeine high. Plus there's a movie playing in the background outside of my room, so if there's obscure noises, that's totally cool with me and you, right? Last episode was a bit frustrating for me, and I'm sure you, if you've kept up to date with this. We're currently pinning Natsuki up against the wall and licking her fingers, so, I mean, what's the best you can do, but... Let's get right into it. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. I almost didn't forget. We're good. Okay. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Fantastic way to start. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki's so surprised she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. As it would be. I mean, like, they're pretty much acquaintances. Antoine, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? Thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, they're both very awkward now. It's funny. The tension from the moment still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then, I reluctantly pick up a whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. That smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look how cute they all look! She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought the decorating stuff so you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. You can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday, or whatever. Oh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Yeah? Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make a more literature theme by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'd be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. That's actually a really cute idea, so... maybe I'm getting it from you? What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute! Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts her all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Siri's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, she'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. Well, I want Sayori to be in the picture right now. She would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. I feel like Natsuki has issues with her dad, and that's scary along with everyone else's issues. I don't really know what Yuri's is. I don't know. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you could probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. Don't worry, I'll let her eat any. I won't let her eat any. I wish she would just listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? You didn't want that. Asshole, you did not want to be closer to Natsuki. Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What are you doing, asshole? What you said before about not always having this chance doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. Showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you. No, you don't, asshole. Oh my god. Playing a character that doesn't reflect your ideologies. I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Oh, fuck. I can't believe this is what it's come to. Get away! What? Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki! Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breath at me. Oh my god, she's like in 8th grade. She's like 13. I've felt it. One sec. My dogs are barking. It's not like this is a moment that I really cared about ruining, so I didn't really care about ruining this moment. This sucks. Okay, Sayori. I felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori. Worst time! I just said I wanted Sayori. That's the worst time Sayori could have showed up. Sayori? I asshole. Sayori, just now we weren't... It's okay, Anthony. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. I'm so pissed that Sayori walked in on that. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how you got close to her. It makes me really happy. No, it doesn't make her happy at all, oh my god. She's so easily readable that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, asshole? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be much better if I could just disappear. No, it wouldn't. Don't even say that. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Emma. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. You're not being selfish. Oh my god, asshole. I'm pissed. Monika was right. I should just... Monika? Monika was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. Something that makes me happy. Something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? Scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. That's all. I like you so much that I want to die. Oh, fuck. Well, I like her too. I wish I could communicate that. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. That's what I'm gonna give you. I love you. I do. I love you. These are my true feelings. So, there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. There we go! I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as you continue like this every day, with you by my side, I know we'll both be happy. That's all. Exactly what I wanted. Look at that dweeb right there. He's such like a horny hoe. Like, I just want to like mash his face in, but like at the same time, sometimes he says the right thing, so it's really not that bad. Okay, hopefully this gets good. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. That's all. Is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Ethel. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I've always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? I'm not going away at all, asshole. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again, but no matter how long it takes, I'll be there for you every step of the way. Okay, he's saying the right things now. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want you to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it's always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Ethel. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the bad thing for me, right? Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. That's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. It's my promise. I say that, but in reality I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori's the most important person to me. I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Fuck yes. I'm praying for a good outcome. Sorry, let me turn off notifications. It's the day of the festival. Let me save real quick. All days, I expected to be this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but I decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should nearly be complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself, carefully stacking food trays. Natsuki's already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. Knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. It's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika's placing little booklets on the desks in the classroom. They must be the one she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. That's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? You should take a little responsibility for asshole. I mean, especially after you exchanged with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? How does she know about that? Monika, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. You probably know a lot more than you think. Monika, what the frick? Monika's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones he performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Present. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Monika. She said Monika said something to her. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing. The poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. Fuck Monika. Oh my god. I know exactly what you told her. Reading this poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Asshole? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monika calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, help her wake up. Even the simplest gesture of her walking to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all, waking her up in her own house. It really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't that kind of a breach of privacy? She really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Shit. Oh my god. I honestly thought I could find some fucking way out of it. I'm like 4 or 5 hours in, so like emotionally invested in the characters. Oh my god, Savory. Fucking Monika. Like, I'm seriously pissed off right now. What the hell is this music? What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Siri wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sia I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. And why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her, I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was it so selfish? He wasn't selfish. He was telling what he wanted. This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, or made friends with her like it's always been, I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Literally, Sayori is the only character in the game that I enjoy. Start new game? Okay, well this is messed. The pitch of the music, oh my god, did you hear that? I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Noegulart, my neighbor and good friend. Sorry, I said laughing Noegulart. I just witnessed Sayori's death. Fuck. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, just sigh in front of the crosswalk and let Noegulart catch up to me. I shouldn't be laughing. I shouldn't be laughing. Oh god. Noegulart. I get a drink. It's an ordinary school day like no other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I completely took Sayori out. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I've got no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After Looked right back at my things. I stared blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. I have deja vu. There aren't really any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I've got no choice but to start with the anime club. Asshole? Monika? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we're in the same class. Totally unrelated to this, Monika definitely told Sayori to kill herself. That's what Sayori was talking about. She said in the poem, and also straight to asshole's face. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we're in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? Guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? How about that? I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting my own club. The literature club. Literature? Sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. Yeah, screw you. Okay, it's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. It's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monika say she... Girls? Oh, hey, asshole. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Yeah, awesome. You're really sweet, asshole, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. It's not irresistible. I timidly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. Anyway, welcome to the club, asshole. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls -1. Oh my god. I'm like very salty. If you hear puppies howling, can't do much about them. So, let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. I don't understand why I'm reintroducing myself to the girl that I am. I licked her fingers. I feel like that's less of an acquaintance thing, but whatever. And this is Yuri, the vice president. No, she's the vice president. No, not Sayori. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Asshole in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, you should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Why don't you come sit down, asshole? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So, I know you really didn't plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that they're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry. Teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, asshole, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, and it's only for a brief moment. If it's only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back! Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have new members, a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, asshole? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stay back at me with dejected eyes. But, sorry, I thought, the girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, asshole. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. If we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing the poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, asshole? Yeah. Could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. After all this? What? Not much happened. Asshole, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You really are amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Very nice. Just kidding, she's like a witch or something. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks at me once more. Asshole, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with the mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. Guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait! With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. I hate how it's of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I also need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. Guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. A dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall, anything. Suddenly, the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sound of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. It's a really obscure poem. What a ride this has been thus far. Still have like 10 minutes left, but I heard that there, some of the text files in the game files get altered. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so here we are with text files, and I can see there's one called Happy Thoughts. This is so dumb. Sayori. Is there anything else? No. It's just obscure and weird. I guess I'll go for Natsuki again. Yuri's really on the bottom of my list still, so. Flower. Date. Okay. I don't really know what her stuff is. Okay. No, please do not. jumpy, play, giggle, strawberry, heart, anime, chocolate, clouds, candy, hop, bubbles, color, massacre, starscape, sweet, jump, kitty, no, frick, I picked dream before as well, pink, boop. I think I got more than enough for Natsuki. Hi again, asshole. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, asshole. I hate all these, like, artifacts on the screen. It's overwhelming. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Did her eyes just look back and forth, or was that just me? Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Some freaking sentient being. Ghost form. Oh, come on. It's like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged in here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monika, you're standing in the front. I certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in the clubroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki blasts into her seat. I'm sorry, asshole. I can just notice the pitch changes in the song. It's the worst. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. But wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Oh no, it's not like that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if you don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it keeps your attention, even if you don't usually read. We could, discuss it if you want. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'm definitely reading this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Pitch changes! God! Now that everyone's settled, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her, in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monika. What? Feels something weird's gonna happen. I'm gonna... Oh, fucking Monika. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if something else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? Heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the other side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips a volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get closer to the box that she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. Probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It's the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, asshole. Consider this a lesson straight from the... Don't judge a book! Don't judge a book! Okay, this is really creepy. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She stuffed the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice-of-life affair. Kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. She's so young. Like, she literally looks like she could be in elementary school. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. Guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince myself, or I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Can you not rub it in? Jeez. We're gonna have to finish there. God damn, this is such a stressful episode I just made. So I did watch the series before, and I kind of expected that for Sayori, but like... Okay, I thought like picking all of the Sayori options could have some sort of like positive effect on the story. Clearly not. I guess we'll see where this goes. There's a weird visual for artifacts, and I've restarted. It feels like it's picking up pace really quick. I don't even know what's going on anymore, honestly. But thank you guys so much for watching episode 5. I'd say there's maybe 2 or 3 left, probably 3. And then we'll finish Doki Doki Literature Club. My god, this has been a ride. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great evening, a great night, a great morning, whatever you're watching this at. Like and comment and subscribe. Have a great life and everything. I'm great at these outros anyways. See you later.